Previously on Rockbottom, English professor Wayne Newton had been giving passing grades to failing students in return for a favor to be collected at a later date. Rockbottom President Mick McPattywack hired a thug named Dumfries to keep Newton out of the way of his secret plans for the college, unaware that students Larry Laszlo and Bobby LaTrollop were listening. Diametrically opposed students Chris Nitro and Jock DeMulligan fell down a well, and a mysterious figure known only as Sore Throat tipped off freshman reporter Freddie Kent to Professor Newton's shady actions. Tonight, Rockbottom, Episode 5, Politics. When last we saw Rockbottom sophomore Esteban Rodriguez, he had been kidnapped by lawyer Jonathan Fleesom and forcibly coronated on the small Central American nation of Pequeño, the inhabitants of which claim he is their long-lost heir to the throne. Now, we join him in his spacious new throne room as he deals with royal life.
I'm getting out of here right now.
You're too late, Your Majesty. You are King of Pequeño now. Try and adjust to your new life.
This is your fault, Mr. Fleesom. You sucker-punched me when I wasn't looking.
Pequeño needs its king, Your Majesty. And I need the money they paid me to get you here.
Stop calling me Your Majesty.
Would you prefer Your Highness?
I would prefer to get the hell out of this boring island.
I'm afraid that's not possible.
I'm king, aren't I? I can do anything I want.
Almost anything. Anything but leave the country. Pequeñan law is very strict in that point. The king must stay on Pequeñan soil. Try and adjust, Your Majesty. This is your life now.
What is the king supposed to do, anyway?
Not much, really. Nothing ever really happens on Pequeño. The country basically runs itself. As long as there's a body on the throne, the people feel like they have something to go on living for. And they keep on in their dreary little existences. All you have to do is enjoy your power. The citizens live to serve you. Your slightest wish is their command. Here's one of your royal subjects now.
Your Majesty, I live to satisfy your every desire.
Maybe I could get used to it here.
Well, it's been nice doing business with you, Your Highness. But I have a plane to catch. So if you'll excuse me...
Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going?
Back to New York, of course. I have a firm to run.
Oh, no. It's your fault I'm here. If I have to stay, you have to stay.
I am not one of your subjects, Mr. Rodriguez. I am an American citizen. Keeping me here could cause an international incident.
You started this, Mr. Fleesom, not me. Guard!
Si, Your Majesty.
Throw this man into the deepest, darkest dungeon in Pequeño.
Si.
You can't do this to me.
Of course I can. I'm king, remember?
Come on, you.
No, wait, stop!
Now, what did you say your name was?
Luisa Caldeira, Your Majesty.
What do you do for a living, Luisa?
I'm a sultry peasant girl, Your Majesty.
Really? Did you go to school for that?
No comprendo, Your Majesty. My English is not very bueno.
That's all right. My Spanish isn't very bueno either. What was that?
That was the man you had just arrested, Your Majesty.
What happened to him?
Is muerto.
Muerto? What does that mean?
It means dead, Your Majesty.
Dead? I didn't want you to kill him. I just wanted him arrested.
You said to throw him into the deepest, darkest dungeon in Pequeño. The deepest, darkest dungeon in Pequeño is a 25-foot deep pit with spikes on the bottom. I thought it was a little excessive, but mine is not to question pourquoi.
I think I want to be alone now.
¿Por qué, Your Majesty?
Out! All of you out! Clear the throne room! Not you, Luisa. Stay a minute.
Si, Your Majesty?
Luisa, did you know the last king?
The padre?
Yes, si.
No, he has been muerto since I come to work in palace. But mi madre, she worked for King Estúpido many, many years. She helped your madre when she gave birth to you. She looked after you when you were a little baby before gypsies come and steal you away.
Where is your mother now?
She has that new job. She owns small delicatessen on other side of the Pequeñan forest.
Could you get her, please?
Yes,
And bring her here.
Oh, si, Your Majesty. I go now.
We take our leave now of King Esteban I and whatever it is he's planning, and set our sights back to America and Rockbottom College, specifically the office of Professor Wayne Newton of the English department, where cub reporter Freddie Kent snoops around.
Professor Newton's in class. Now's my chance to snoop around and see in his office to find out what he's been up to. Now let's see. If I was incriminating evidence, where would I be? Oh my gosh, it's 10:30. Professor Newton's class got out 10 minutes ago. I better get out of here. Eek! Too late. He's coming. I better hide. There, under his desk.
10:30 already. My choice pupil should be arriving in any minute. Things are picking up speed at last.
Professor, we're here.
Come in, all of you. Close the door. Is everybody here? Wait, where's Lance von Chauvin?
I'm here, Professor Newton. Sorry I'm late.
Oh, no problem at all, Lance. You're probably wondering why I've invited you all here. As you all know, all of you at some point this year were on the verge of failing my class. I passed you all on the condition that you would all do something for me in return. Well, the time has come.
What do you want us to do, Professor?
Through my own personal sources, I've learned that in 2 weeks there will be a mandatory assembly for all Rockbottom College, at which President McPattywack will address the school. This assembly cannot be allowed to take place. You are the most influential students on the campus. You must convince the student body not to attend.
How, Professor? Should we hand out flyers or something?
No, this is to be kept quiet. You must convince all the students here individually, and do it in such a way that the administration doesn't know you're doing it.
Professor, there are almost 2,000 students at Rockbottom. How are we supposed to reach them all in 2 weeks?
I know what I'm asking is difficult, Lance, perhaps impossible, but you must do it. The lives of every student at Rockbottom could be at stake.
Professor, just what's going on? Why is it so important that nobody attend this assembly?
I've told you all I can, Lance. You all owe me a great deal, and I'm collecting. Now go, all of you, and get started.
We're going, Professor. You can count on us.
We'll manage somehow, Professor Newton.
I pray you do, Lance. I pray you do.
Hey, Professor Newton.
You again. Where are you, sore throat, or whatever it is you're calling yourself?
You'd better be careful, Professor. Everybody's on to you.
What do you mean, everybody's on to me?
President McPattywack has sent someone to take care of you. The members of the Society to Undermine Freedom's Foes are checking you out. Even the campus newspaper has been tipped off.
And McPattywack? Stuff? And the Zenith? This is too much for me to deal with. How did they find out?
Maybe a little bird told them. A little bird who needs a throat lozenge real bad.
Damn it, sore throat. You're the one who told me about McPattywack's plans in the first place. Are you with me or against me?
I'm with myself, Professor. By the way, have you cleaned under your desk lately? See you around.
I'm at my desk. What is that? Who are you?
Cleaning, sir. Just skimmed empty waste paper baskets. Dropped the contact lens. Sorry. I'll see myself out.
Stop! Get back here! Damn. This changes everything.
Excuse me, are you Professor Newton?
Yes.
Professor Wayne Newton?
Yes, what can I do for you?
What you can do is stop sticking your nose in where it doesn't belong. Here's a present courtesy of President McPattywack.
Ah!
Oops, sorry, what was that? Your chest? See you around, Professor.
Professor, I have a question about... Professor? Oh my God! Hello, switchboard, this is an emergency. Professor Newton needs an ambulance right away.
Meanwhile, at the bottom of a well in the middle of the woods, psychotic revolutionary Chris Nitro and apathetic athlete Jock Mulligan pass the time.
Hey, Chris, how long have we been here?
Since Friday night. I think it's sometime Monday now.
I can't believe nobody's found us yet. That's better.
We ran pretty far when Machete Melvin broke up the party.
That's better.
We haven't eaten anything in 3 days. You've been belching non-stop. It's really disgusting.
Pardon me, Miss Manners. You aren't disgusting. Try having to smell you for 3 days.
If I had my explosives...
Well, you don't, do you? Don't think everybody doesn't know you're the one who keeps calling in those bomb threats to the school, you psycho.
Force is the only thing that people like you understand.
People like me? What do you mean, people like me?
You and almost every other student at Rockbottom. Racist, sexist, ignorant, but too apathetic to stand up for your own narrow-minded views.
I suppose everybody should be like you. You hide away from the real world and cry about how miserable everything is. Scream about how wonderful you are and how stupid everybody else is. You're open-minded to everybody except anybody who disagrees with you.
Wait a minute. I hide from the real world? You're the one who drugs yourself with beer every weekend to get away from reality.
Well, at least the only drug I use is beer.
You're pathetic. God help the world if people like you are going to inherit it, assuming you manage to graduate.
You condescending dick.
If it weren't for people like you, the school might be halfway decent.
Jock! What?
Look!
Oh, man.
It's a rat.
I'm so hungry it's mine.
I saw it first.
Get out of my way!
That evening, in the secret headquarters of the underground student revolutionary organization known as the Society to Undermine Freedom's Foes, or STUFF for short.
And to conclude old business, last month's bake sale raised $39.50. Long live the revolution. Back to you, Comrade President.
Long live the revolution. Thank you, Comrade Secretary. Now I have some new business. First, I'd like you all to give a hearty long live the revolution to our new member, Barbie Latralla.
Long live the revolution!
Thanks. Long live the revolution right back at you. Laszlo?
It's Comrade President here, Barbie, please.
I am not going to call you Comrade President, Larry Laswell. That's absolutely ridiculous, and I have a reputation to uphold. Aren't you going to tell them what we saw the other night?
I was about to, Comrade. The other night, Comrade Barbie and I saw President McPattywack in parking lot B hiring some thug to keep Professor Newton quiet. Now...
Hey, Laszlo, I'm back.
Who is that?
Oh my God, it's Sore Throat. He's the one who's been filling us in on Professor Newton. Sore Throat, where are you?
Never mind that. Listen to me, all of you. In 2 weeks, President McPattywack will call a general assembly of the whole campus. If you want to find out what's going on, you better make sure that you're there.
Why? What's McPattywack going to say?
You'll find out then. Professor Newton has gotten some of his students to try and convince the student body not to go. You've got to stop them. All Rockbottom students must go to that assembly.
Why should we trust this guy? We don't even know who he is.
He's never steered us wrong before.
Hey, Barbie LaTrollop, you seen your roommate lately?
Kitty? What do you mean?
See you around.
Shortly thereafter, in Stumblin' Hall, Kitty attempts to catch up on her homework.
Call me Ishmael. Call me Kitty Von Chauvin. No, Mrs. Lance Von Chauvin. Ms. Kitty Boone Von Chauvin. Catherine Von Chauvin. Oh, I like that. Oh, now I've lost my place.
Hey, you!
Who are you? What are you doing in my room?
Come here!
Ow! Let go of me! Let go of me!
Sorry, doll. President McPattywack said kidnap Oopsie Mittens, so I kidnapped Oopsie Mittens. Nothing personal.
Boopsie, but I'm not... Oh...
That ought to keep you quiet.
What does President McPattywack want of Boopsie, and what will he do when he finds out he's got Kitty instead? Will Chris and Jock kill each other before they have a chance to starve to death at the bottom of the well? What is Sore Throat up to? What is Professor Newton up to? What is President McPattywack up to? What is Estefan up to? Find out what's up next time on Rockbottom. Rockbottom was written and directed by Brian Olsen, produced by Rob Swift, Mike Fulham, Bill Bates, and Sam Broderick, and featured Brian Olsen as the narrator and the Secretary of Stuff, Bill Bates as Estefan Rodriguez and the third student, Sam Broderick as Jonathan Fleeson and Professor Wayne Newton, Maggie Riordan as Louisa Caldera, Mike Fulham as Freddie Kent and Chris Nitro, Eric Olsen as Lance Von Chauvin and the Pekenyan God, Jesse Rogers as Sore Throat, Dumfries, and Jock Mulligan, Rob Swift as Larry Laszlo and the second student, Amy Strack as Bobby LaTrollop and the first student, Tara Kenavan as Kitty Boone and the fourth student. Rockbottom has been a production of The Tomato Head.